All right, welcome back, viewers. So today we're talking marine life and conservation efforts with our final installment on marine managed areas. So joining us from the tranquil shores of Orocabessa and the vibrant depths of White House, we have two guests who share in the mission of protecting our precious marine ecosystems. Director of Orocabessa Marine Trust, Travis Graham, and connecting with us virtually is the manager of White House Marine Sanctuary, Diego Salmon. Together, they'll shed light on the ongoing battle to safeguard these underwater wonders and the efforts towards conservation and preservation. Morning, welcome to Sunrise.
Good morning, Andy.
Hello,
morning.
Diego, how are you?
Travis.
Good morning, I'm good.
Yeah?
All
you can
right.
hear us clearly, Diego?
You hear me clear?
Wonderful,
great.
wonderful.
So let's start with you, Travis, since you're right here with us. For those who may not be aware, why is it even necessary to be doing conservation efforts as it comes to our marine life and the ecosystems?
Well, it's absolutely important because, you know, Jamaica is an island. We're a small island developing state. We're surrounded by water. Even though 75% of Jamaicans cannot swim, a lot of Jamaicans do enjoy the ocean.
Yes.
And a part of why the ocean is so important is because of the vast marine life that makes up the ecosystem of the ocean. So we do depend on it. Jamaicans love fish, and if we don't have a vibrant coral reef landscape across the island, then we won't have all of that fish to enjoy. Also, tourism, which is one of the major contributors to our sector, they say 3 out of every 4 tourists submerge themselves in our oceans. So it is important that we do have a healthy marine space. And there's so much livelihoods, recreation, and marine life that's there to protect. Just because of human activity, which contributes to about 50% of the degradation of our coral reefs, it is important that they are vanguards of the ocean. Not just myself, my incredible team, the many fish sanctuaries across Jamaica, to protect this precious resource that we have in terms of, you know, our coral reefs and our coastal marine space.
And speaking of fish sanctuaries, I mean, of course, White House Fish Sanctuary. Diego, where's White House first and foremost for those who aren't aware?
All right, so White House is located just on the border of Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. White House is the second largest fishing village in White House, in Jamaica, sorry, in Jamaica. So it makes it significant in its location and its significance.
So how important, therefore, is the marine managed area and its relationship to the community?
White House is a fishing village overall. Majority, if not all persons living in White House depend on the marine space to provide for their family and also as a means of fun and all of that. So it is crucial for us because we depend on it. I myself am a benefactor of the marine space. Mother is a fish vendor today. Father was a fisherman, now is the vice chair for the Fishermen Co-op. He's taking his skills to a next level.
Wow.
And now me managing, it just kind of spans off as a generational thing for me personally and to impact it on a whole wider level.
You know, as we're looking at the footage, Travis mentioned before about the coral reef being the vanguard for the ocean. And Diego, as looking at, I believe this is the White House Sanctuary footage that we're looking at, and I'm seeing where it almost looks like, is that coral farming underwater? That's Orocabessa. Talk me through this, Travis. What is happening here? How does farming work?
All right, so basically we have a co-management structure. So our model is we partner, Golden Eye Foundation partners with the Orocabessa Bay Fishers Association to manage our conservation program. All of our wardens that patrol the sanctuary are fishermen who have turned fisheries inspectors.
Brilliant.
And we have a robust coral reef restoration program where, you know, our fishermen, we have trained them as divers and coral gardeners. And what we do, we have a nursery that we set up in our marine protected area, in our fish sanctuary. We build coral trees out of PVC pipes. We fragment corals into about 1-inch sizes, and we string them on the coral trees. And in about 9 months, they grow from about 1 inch to 1 foot. Wow. And after that, we take them off and we outplant them on the reefs. and then over time they create their own colonies. And we focus on, these are branchy corals, staghorn.
Right.
And the reason why we focus on them is because we have a really a fisheries focus, and these protect juvenile fish. So because of that, it has really helped to increase the fish biomass and the fish population within our Cabeza. So ultimately the fisher folks benefit, because when the fish get bigger, they swim out of the sanctuary, and the fishermen who used to go way out to set their fish pots, they're now setting their fish pots at the edge of the sanctuary. So they're spending less on gas, they're catching bigger fish, they're earning more money. So it's a benefit not just for the locals, not just for tourists that swim in the space, but also for our local fishermen. So it works best for everyone. So it's really, you know, it's really important that everyone supports what we're doing, and we have more sanctuaries across Jamaica.
I'm happy that you highlight the benefits and the call for support, you know, because I'm sure that there are challenges that you are facing and have faced. What are some of these challenges?
All right, so, well, outside of the coral, we had one of the largest coral bleaching episodes where between last year to early this year, most of the corals in our nursery died, and corals that we have outplanted. So we are now partnering with many organizations to restart our coral reef restoration program. So the National Conservation Trust have been a big partner in working with us throughout our coral reef restoration program. The Jamaica Social Investment Fund, they'll be working with us to set up a marine sciences education tour with the support of NCTFJ.
That's very cool.
Also, the Caribbean Biodiversity Corridor, we have been basically mapping and tracking and taking images of the coral bleaching, so we have a better understanding of it. Generally, our coral reef, our marine sanctuary program is a partnership with the government. So we're regulated by the National Fisheries Authority. We do have a very good relationship with NFA, Dr. Bella, Miss Quay, and the team. The unfortunate reality is they do provide subventions for the fish sanctuary, but it's very inconsistent. And some of these monies go towards paying our staff, paying our utilities. We had a meeting with Minister Floyd Green, who's doing a great job in agriculture, but I do think he should put some more focus on the fish sanctuaries. So for example, we receive a subvention of about $4 million per year that covers our entire team, our staff, pay them. The last subvention we received was in January, and that would have covered the period July 2023 to December 2023. I saw a beautiful advert from Floyd Green to say that sanctuaries across Jamaica will be getting $60 million this year, but since January we haven't received a dollar. So while we do have a good relationship with NFA, some of their challenges that, you know, they don't have the resources. So I'm definitely making a call to the ministry, the minister. Please, NFA is very important. We have to provide capital budgets for these organizations so they can actively play their role. And importantly, to Minister Samuda, with this coral bleaching impact that's taking place, NEPA used to do reef assessments every year. They now have to do that every 3 years because of lack of resources. So if we want to take a sustainable approach to how we develop Jamaica, we have to ensure that these government agencies that are charged with regulating these spaces and supporting the development of our environmental infrastructure are resourced. So we really have to treat it very importantly and, you know, provide the funding.
I want to ask Diego to add what he has to add, because you've said a great deal. I don't know if he agrees.
Well, I'll specifically ask Diego. Travis spoke to, you know, how the government and organizations can help, but how can we as Jamaicans, what changes can we make to support the mission in relation to some of the challenges faced?
All right, there are many ways that you can, the work that Jamaica can contribute upward. For example, just by being aware of the impact that your actions have on the environment and the marine space is key. For example, some persons have a culture of just littering things, dropping their trash when they use it, it ends up in the water. So by being conscious of the fact that that trash or potential trash might end up in the water somehow and then damage the reef, or even worse, take the life of a fish. Being conscious of that, not continuing those practices is one way. Participate in beach cleanups to help to eliminate what's already on the beach. That is a concern for the marine space. Spread the word. If you have the information, share it with somebody else. Tell them about the sanctuary and the work that is being done. being done. And there you can reach out to the Alligator Head Foundation, Aracabessa Foundation, Sandals Foundation, which I'm a part of, to see how best you can contribute financially. And any help is accepted and appreciated, even to buy fuel to run the boat for a day. That's very appreciated.
Yes, I can well imagine. Any help is helpful. I like that. That's a good note to end on, Travis. That was Travis Graham, Director of Aracabessa Marine Trust, and Diego Salmon, Manager of the White House Marine Sanctuary. Coming up next, from marine life to the life of a dog dad.
Yeah.
We're joined by a dog dad duo. Of course, I'm trusting that Yendi's
I love animals.
Oh, that's great.
Of course.
Stay with us. It's still sunrise.